Well, how are we going? Considering the weather, it's gone from hot to cold to freezing and now blowy, and it's raining intermittently throughout the whole day. So if you're trying to do some gardening, get your wet ones on because it's going to be real difficult the next few days, folks. That's if you're in Victoria. I'm not sure about the other states. Hopefully your weather's a lot better than ours. Now, update on our veggie garden. Have a look. I've brought in all these raised beds here. So we leveled off the middle. So we said we're going above ground because we had the weed problem. And down the far end is the first one that I've already completed. So I've got a nice horseshoe shape going on here. I'm going to have another one on that side there. Hopefully the grass grows in because it was growing when the veggies were here, and I'm sure it will grow back. Let's go and check out the first garden bed that I've created. So last Saturday we had the first workshop, and again the weather was naughty. We had rain on and off, and thank you for persisting with us. The weather was difficult, but we got through it. Now this is the raised bed, the first one we did, and let me show you what I've done here. Because it was meant to be a nice day, or we were assuming it was going to be a nice day and the weather was going to stabilise, but silly me, we always have a last snap of cold weather come through September, and this is it now. So it's gone for about a week. I reckon it'll last another week or so, and then hopefully we can take the covers off our plants. And that's what I've done here. I've planted an array of plants, and this is our typical raised bed mix that we have, our planting mix. And what I've got in here are some tomatoes. We've got some lettuce, eggplants, alyssum, capsicum, and marigolds. Now I've put the cover on and I can see already there's still a little bit of damage on the tomatoes. Way too early, Vasily. There's not much you can do about that. We just got to let that sort of grow through and hopefully it'll settle down. Now this has been a lifesaver because these wouldn't even be here now with the weather we've had. And if you've got seedlings in the garden, folks, I can't stress enough, if it's cold like it is out here and blowy, get yourself a grow tunnel. That's what this is. I've taken the frames, and it's normally 60 centimetres wide. So sort of this width, this is about 1 metre wide. And what I've done is I've just opened up the legs on this, or the arch on it, made it a lot wider so it covers from end to end, and put the plastic over the top, which is perfect. Now you can do up to about 2 or 3 metres in length with a grow tunnel. So if you've got a long garden bed, it's ideal for that. I had to cut this bit of plastic off because I haven't planted this bed yet. But ultimately it'll be one continuous tunnel all the way through, and that way the plants have a better chance to taking off. Now let's go and have a look at my little hothouse. Now, unfortunately, I had to bring this back out of retirement, folks. This is the little makeshift hothouse I built a couple of years ago or so because we wanted to have the big one already up by now. Unfortunately, behind schedule, so out it's come. And I've sown my big malaccas. Now, hey, for those who've been asking, Italian malaccas, these are all going to go in the hothouse, in the big hothouse. We've got the little malaccas coming back. We've got some big malaccas from the 2.4 and another batch of my personal big malaccas. And this is basically an assortment of seeds from our seed collection that we have. All sorts, from lettuce, from spring onions to cucumbers as well. I've put an array of plants in there. And down here, and mind you, I've got to set up the heat mat and the thermostat. This is another little hothouse that needs to be watered, and I forgot about that. These are big malaccas that I put in probably just over a week or two ago, I think it is. You can see one's popped up here, another one's popped up over there, and I think the others are not too far behind. Just got to hydrate them and keep them warm. Now at night it gets down to about 4 degrees out here, so the heat mat's got to come out. This second mini hothouse is an ideal way to create that double glazing environment. Now you can put bubble wrap, and I've done that last time and it was pretty good, but it all blew away from the wind. But this time what I'm going to do is just have the mini hothouse inside with a heat mat underneath. That's what I've got here, and the other plastic on the outside, so we create that sort of barrier of air, and hopefully that keeps the temperature up, and I'm sure it will work. So stay tuned to see these big malaccas coming up, and if you've got a hothouse, look after it during the night time. Make sure the temperature's at the right level, because at night without any heating, these still drop down quite low, at least 6 degrees. But that's nowhere near warm enough for seedlings to germinate or seeds to germinate and become little malaccas to become big malaccas. Check out our website, vasilisgarden.com. We've got new outlets that have just come online. Seville is the latest one, so you can shop online, click and collect, or shop in store as well. They're all available at vasilisgarden.com. From me, Vasily, Maresi.